Hello everyone, my name is RABOY. It's been more than a year since my last video. I've been busy lately, but I'm not dead, just getting older, and life's just simply getting in the way now. But anyway, I'd like to make this video as short as possible, and I've got some exciting new content to show you for my Zombie Apocalypse add-on. So without any further ado, let's get into it. All right. Let's start with the zombies first. I added a new feature and changes on the existing zombies and 2 new zombies into this version. So first is that ferals now don't break blocks, because I noticed that can be annoying sometimes on a majority of you guys. Next is that we have a new mechanic for the zombies. They can now mutate starting on day 60, and these new mutated zombies have higher health, deal more damage, and are now faster than their normal counterparts, and you can tell if they're mutated as they have these new red glowing eyes. Now, I'm not going to go through each mutated zombie traits one by one to shorten this video, but the highlights to this is that some of the zombies will have special abilities when they mutate. Like the miners will now have the ability to throw TNT at you, and ferals will now be able to leap towards you to knock you off where you're currently standing. Pretty terrifying, right? Next up is we have 2 new zombies, the Spitter and the Alpha Zombie. The Spitter is a new zombie type that is tall and slender, and it doesn't have a melee attack and only shoots balls of acid that deal a poison area damage upon hit, and it gives you a nausea effect. If you happen to get directly hit by these projectiles, Spitters can also target turrets, but they are the least prioritized targets. Mutated Spitters have a faster movement speed, and its acid are a bit more potent. The Spitter can be annoying sometimes, as they will actively avoid you when you're trying to chase them, to give the players a challenge when tackling these zombies. Alright, for the next zombie, we have the Alpha Zombie. This monstrous zombie gives nearby zombies buffs to make them more powerful when they're attacking you. And the Alpha Zombie also actively avoids the player until it reaches half their health. They have devastating damage when they decide to finally attack you upon reaching half their health. So be extra careful when dealing with the Alpha. Mutated Alpha Zombies will have a chance to mutate nearby zombies and give them more powerful buffs, making survival a real challenge. So, what do you think of the new zombies and mechanics? Let me know in the comments. Moving on, we have new turret mechanics and 4 new turret types. Let's get into the mechanics first. So, turrets can now be configured by right-clicking to set their priority targets. Here we have all zombie types as their priority targets. It's pretty self-explanatory, so yeah. All right, let's get into the new turret types. First up is the Stormweaver. This turret fires a lightning bolt that bounces off zombies. It has a detection and firing range of 24 blocks, but the lightning that branches off of zombies reach far and wide. Pretty cool, right? It can also be configured to target which zombie type it should target, but the lightning it fires bounces off of any zombie type, and it also has a firing rate of 10 seconds. So, to craft this turret, you would need a total of 4 prerequisite items: the Electron Channeler, Electron Reactor Core, Electron Magnifier, and the Active Electron Reactor Core. To craft the Electron Channeler, you'd need 1 redstone block, 7 chains, and 2 iron ingots. For the Electron Reactor Core, you'd need 4 prismarine crystals, 2 amethyst shards, 1 lightning rod, and 2 pistons. For the Electron Magnifier, you'd need 1 active Electron Reactor Core, 6 sticky pistons, and 2 iron blocks. To get the Active Reactor Core, place the Electron Reactor Core you just crafted on the ground, place a lightning rod above it, wait for a thunderstorm to come, and wait for a lightning bolt to strike the lightning rod. If waiting is not in your menu, enchant a trident with channeling and throw it onto the lightning rod to activate the reactor core, and you now have an active Electron Reactor Core. Next step is to place all the items in the crafting table like this, and you now have an Electron Magnifier. Now finally, After obtaining the components for the turret, you now have a working Stormweaver turret. Now for the second turret is the repair array, and this turret repairs nearby damaged turrets, player equipment, and drones. We'll talk about drones later. To craft this turret, you need to have 3 prerequisite items first: the Emerald Rod, Emerald Controller, and the Energy Director. For the Emerald Rod, you'd need 3 emeralds. For the Emerald Controller, you'd need an Emerald Rod, 2 iron blocks, and 6 iron ingots. And finally, for the Energy Director, you'd need a Nether Star and 8 lime stained glass. Yes, this turret is OP, so I made it expensive to craft. For the next new turret is the Pulsar System. This emits a radial pulse that converts items that zombies drop into either coal or XP orbs, and that is up to you to configure. By default, it converts items into coal. Not only this turret converts items, it also gives players buffs and weakens zombies within its pulse radius. To craft this turret, you'd need 4 dispensers, 4 blaze rods, and a beacon. This turret has a cooldown of 30 seconds. Now for our final turret, we have the Witherator. This turret fires 8 wither skulls and has a 28% chance to fire dangerous skulls, which deal more damage and a stronger wither effect. To craft this turret, you'd need 1 prerequisite item, the Wither Core. To craft it, you'd need 4 redstone repeaters and comparators and 1 observer block. Next is surround the Wither Core with 8 wither skulls to craft the turret. So that's all for the new turrets, guys. Let me know what you think about them in the comments as well. For our next part is the new collector drone. These are very helpful utility entities that collect items and XPs that zombies drop automatically. It also comes with a handy remote control to set whether to collect items or follow their owners. You can find all the features of the drones by right-clicking them and interacting with the configuration UI. Their delivery locations can be set to the player or a player-owned hopper minecart, like this demonstration here. So to craft this drone, you'd need 4 prerequisite items: the chassis, antenna, rotor, and the generator. For the chassis, you'd need 8 iron ingots. For the antenna, you'd need a comparator and 2 iron ingots. For the rotor, you'd need 5 iron ingots. And finally, for the generator, you'd need 2 iron ingots, 4 gold ingots, 2 pistons, and a redstone block. Having obtained all the components, place them all in the crafting table like this, and you now have a working collector drone. Take note that there can only be 3 drones for each player for performance reasons. For the remote control, you need to have a collector drone antenna, a comparator, a plank block, and 4 stone buttons. All right, this is the new collector drone. Let me know what you think of this as well. Moving on, we have a new melee attack mechanic. When you're holding a sword or an axe in your main hand while attacking zombies, it now does a sweeping attack with a cooldown of 1 second, similar to Java combo. The damage is multiplied by the level of the sharpness enchantment you have on your weapons. And not only that, the melee attack of pillagers and vindicators now have a sweeping attack mechanic. Pretty cool, right? All right, that's pretty much it for this update. I'm not going to cover all the changes for this update because the video would be too long. You can read the full changelog on the official posts on mcpe.dl or modbay. The links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace!